This week, we're going to kick things off with looking at our very first little demographic, the little babies, 0 to 3-year-olds, and how stories are told to them using literature. And for this unit, we're going to rely on your ability to understand and create your own storytelling adventure. So let's look at this assignment together. I know this sounds like fun, and it is, but believe me, it's a lot harder than it seems. I did one of these today myself to practice the assignment, and I had to do it so many times so that I could get it created exactly correctly. So let's take a look at what we're going to do. I want you to think about books that you first read or that were read to you when you were a baby. Just think about it. I don't want you to write anything about it. I just want you to think about it. Now, we're going to find a storybook for 0 to 3-year-olds. That's our demographic. So I found a couple of resources that include some free ebooks. And these are little collections. Now, there are other places that you can find a children's book for newborns to 3-year-olds. But you're on your own if you want to look for one yourself to find one that is exactly right for newborns. So let's take a look at one of these collections. This is Storyberries, which are free ebooks. We want pre-K, and we want even younger than pre-K, really. So let's see what kinds of books we can find. So I clicked on Stories, and that takes me to 0 to 3-year-olds. Find one of these stories and select it. When you have selected the story that you want to record, go ahead and open that story, and you're going to scroll down to the actual content of the book, and you're going to practice reading this with your best theatrical storytelling voice. Remember, you are as if you are reading this to the picture of the children at the top of this page, or a little group of little tiny children. You won't have the benefit of the pictures when you record this story. You will only have your voice. So practice this and make sure that when you create, you are creating character voices for the different animals, just as if you were reading this to a little baby. Practice this, and when you are ready, then you will go over here to the instructions for the next step. Super fun. You have your book, you've practiced it, and now you're going to create an audio recording of you reading this book in your best theatrical voice. These are some ways that you can record your voice and create a recording. I want you to also go to your Cyber Cafe post for the week and share with the students in your group how you are creating your video recording, your audio recording, and make sure that everybody knows how they can record theirs. Now, once you've created a recording, as many drafts as you have to do, and believe me folks, today I had to do 4. And when you do that, then we're going to go over back to the assignment page, and we're going to click the Start button, and I'll show you what to do next. Here I am on the assignment page, and you can see the submitting format is a text entry box. I know usually it's a PDF, but this time it's a little bit different because we're going to be doing a recording. So I'm going to click the blue Start the Assignment. Now that's going to bring up this, and I'm going to scroll down so that I see my full text box, and I'm going to create the content. Remember, I cannot grade anything that does not have a name, a course, and a date on it. So we want to make sure we put our name, course, date right here. Right here will be the title of the book that you selected, and I center that by clicking this. Then, by clicking Center, I'm going to insert the recording. And I do that by clicking this and uploading the recorded media. And that will go right here. Then, as soon as I'm sure that everything is all correct and just the way I want it, I'm going to click Submit the Assignment. So when I created this assignment, I thought, oh my goodness, it's too easy. And then I realized it is so much harder than I thought. So enjoy this. Find just the right book that includes some character voices that you can do, that includes some emotion that you can put into it. And again, use your imagination, take as many drafts as you want, record and save the final draft when you're happy with it, and submit it. We only have this week for this assignment, so this won't carry over into next week. This will all be completed by this coming week. So make sure that you take your time, but do a good job and have some fun with this.